BJP MLA meets BJP Manipur in charge Sambit Patra at Delhi. NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma to arrive in Imphal tomorrow on two-day visit. No need for pleading at Delhi. Legislators can stake claim for government through governor, says MLA TH Lokeshwar. Pumanil Kangleipa commemorates 293rd Puyamay Thaba Numit. Hello, you're watching ISTV Primetime English News. I'm Jay Shainam, giving you the news in detail. The BJP MLAs who are currently camping in Delhi have met with BJP Manipur in charge Lok Sabha MP Sambit Patra at around 4 p.m. at Manipur Bhavan, Delhi. While the exact minutes of the meeting remain unknown, reliable sources of ISTV News reported that the legislatures pressed for reinstating the suspended assembly to form a new popular government and sought for appointments to meet the Prime Minister and Union Home Minister. However, the MLAs are set to secure the appointments. It may be mentioned that the MLAs had convened a meeting on Tuesday at the Bhavan to map out their collective agenda. Meanwhile, BJP MLAs Y. Radheshyam of Yanglam Assembly Constituency, MLA S. Rajan of Langsang Assembly Constituency, and MLA TH Radheshyam of Hairog, who had stayed back at Imphal, have also reached Delhi to strengthen their push for a new people's government. The National President of National People's Party NPP Conrad K. Sangma is set to arrive in Imphal tomorrow on a two-day visit to the state. The visit is anticipated to shape the party's strategy ahead of the 2027 general election. Sangma is scheduled to land at Imphal Airport in the afternoon along with party's General Secretary Paknga Bagay, National Secretary Saidul Khan and National President NPYF Nikki Nongklau. According to reports, the delegation will hold meetings with Meitei and Naga CSOs to work on roadmap for building peace and interact with internally displaced persons to listen to their grievances. The delegation will also call on Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bala at Raj Bhavan and hold meetings with parties, Manipur MLAs, state executives and functionaries to discuss the prevailing political situation of the state and on the upcoming assembly election. On the second day, the delegation will hold meeting with Kuki CSOs at Kangpopi, then leave Imphal for Nagaland. MLA of Kundrakpam Assembly Constituency, TH Lokeshwar, has criticized the Prime Minister for ignoring the BJP MLAs at a recent public meeting at Kangla, terming it as insult to the people of their constituencies. He made the statement while addressing the one-day discussion program on peace and unity, Dalit development organized by All Manipur Dalit Development Association at temporary shelter home Sajua today. In his address, the MLA said the BJP MLAs who are currently camping at Delhi need not to plead to Delhi leaders, but instead directly stake claim for a new government through the governor. He then said the MLAs must not keep up hope for government through their leaders who had blatantly ignored them before.
Modi ji lakpa matamda all ministers MLA orama mayam do mamang da phatana phamiba mayam do me matabu onak torom da bhaiba sa adu laiba praja mayam do haibong manung da laiba tin na maguna khalan ma do laibak thibane aduna takpadi mona saka sena chale mayam se kari yan hare saka seman du na kangre wani adok sathir ba matam du da praja me mo respect on da ba adok sathir ba timing du da ngasagi wa na khang ai la raga karim da haram da chak thiba aduda mana matur changa harun HD mang birun marinjel mathona leitana email yankai mari do angtang hayudana saka semge semoy to tragalete kukina tambakta maitena chingle leba mayam do chaptan numit sumna hanjala lambiu akoi lokto tragalete haiba gatto yawdam to karigino asumodiram ta tawdana ada unaba phangta di party thadogana marilari deyamdang laudana.
Also speaking at the function, President of All Manipur Dalit Development Association, T.M. Rajan Ayangba, informed that the association aims to ensure poor households receive all welfare schemes of the Indian government and added that they have aided its Imphal East branch to help in building 10,000 houses for poor Dalits starting from Kundrakpam Assembly Constituency.
lemna piriba chakthung sing ado khoi loba hitaragadi ai khoi karamaina hingduino sineba aduna ai khoi angakpa phangna ware leba si aduna tumpham chabang khangdre hingbagi artha yaudrba adum mioi ngata oina leire aduna khoi hingnabei damakta tungamba centering sengthang singasu tanaraga ai khoi taibang mioi ba ma oina malem si da khoi amtang mitei jati amoina ai khoi hingbajo pamagi lambi gi ahamba lambi.
Pm-Istv was observed today commemorating the historical event of the burning of Meitei sacred scriptures, Puyals, which took place in 1732 during the reign of Pamhaiba. Puma Nilkhang Leipag observed 293rd Pm-Istv at Yumnam Keso Community Hall at Nauremthong. President of Kanglamai, T. Leirik Leima, President of KIL, R.K. Sanahanbi, and President of CLK, C.H. Pakpi Chanu graced the occasion as dignitaries. President of Akoam Lop Kangleipak, Soraisam Sanjit recalled that on the 17th day of the Meitei lunar month of the Mera in 1732, the then King Pamhaiba ordered for burning of the Meitei sacred scriptures under the influence of Santidas Gosai, Bhagawan Das, and Baran Das. It is also a dark day in the history of Manipur, and as such, he urges people forego festive marking for the day.
Numit asina lakpada numit asida akoy mamang thagtagi haurakanda akoygi numit asida harau kumai makal amatta isai nongmai lila drama na chingba makal amatta kunai asida hairiba numit asida di pangthok pidanaba haijaraga su lai ngasi su makata na adumak thamjari tungdasu hairiba numit asida harau kumai isai nongmai lila drama makal amatta gi cinema drama na chingba amatta tawbidanaba amuka su hanan ningsingjari.
The Vote Your Gadi Chor signature campaign was officially launched today at the UDTWA Conference Hall in Phungreitang, Ukhrul by the Chingai Block Congress Committee, led by Congress leader Wungpam Raikhan of the Chingai Assembly constituency. The campaign aims to mobilize public support against what the party calls the betrayal of the people's mandate and to demand greater accountability from those in power. Speaking at the launch, Wungpam Raikhan reaffirmed to strengthen democracy and stand united against corruption and said basic needs of public education, healthcare and road connectivity have been neglected by the current government. He also criticized the NPF, stating that it had become a silent spectator in the governance led by the BJP, failing to protect the interests of the people. Looking ahead of the 2027 Manipur Assembly elections, he emphasized the importance of reaching out to all 71 polling stations in the constituency, highlighting education, health and infrastructure as key electoral issues. The campaign even saw participation from party workers across the constituency and concluded with calls to the public to reject corrupt practices, safeguard democracy and vote responsibly in the coming elections. Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur Pujai Langbam conveyed a review meeting today at the Mini Secretariat Complex focusing on the overall management and functioning of relief schemes across the district. The meeting was attended by camp nodal officers, SDOs, ADM, Doijam Apendro, and representatives of the ITPs. DC Pujai appreciated the commitment shown by the camp nodal officers and urged them to continue delivering their services with dedication and compassion. Key issues discussed included the need for valid bank accounts for all internally displaced persons to ensure smooth fund transfer as well as better access to government welfare schemes. She encouraged eligible beneficiaries to make full use of programs such as Mission Vatsalya for education support and CMHT and PMJAY for healthcare coverage. The DC also touched on the early rehabilitation of displaced families, highlighting the administration's intent to help them return to normalcy at the earliest possible time. The meeting also served as a platform for camp officers and IDP representatives to voice ground-level challenges and offer feedback. Vice President of the Janata Dal United Manipur State Unit, Sanjoy Ahanthem, has urged the government to promptly intervene regarding the ultimatum issued by the Manipur State Chapter of the Association of Healthcare Providers India, AHPI, AHBI has cautioned to halt services under the Chief Minister's Health Scheme CMHT and Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana PMJAY from November 6 if the government does not clear the outstanding dues owed to healthcare providers. Speaking at a press meet, he reminded that patients from poor financial background have been able to seek treatments at hospitals because of these two government schemes, and it was unfortunate that AHBI Manipur chapter has decided to hold services due to the government's failure to clear outstanding payments. He worried this move could plunge many underprivileged patients into dire straits. He then made fervent appeal to the government to release the pending amount before November 6 so that the patients can continue their treatment without any interruption.
Toibi irang asina maram morga awaba mayong na leriba sigi matakta asigumba awaba ama simu amaga amukan nansin biba targadi lairaba ana ayak singi imung sing uba thangba ngamdadana achauba misimina thoani Association of Healthcare Providers India Manipur State Chapter gi phungdor iba pawgi wakum si seriously lobire haraga sarkar gi pithokum thoku pesa si pithok piraga awaba si ko onbiu.
Shah Samprak Pramukh of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh RSS, Bharat Bhushan, has urged students and scholars in Manipur to adopt a Swadesi lifestyle and take pride in India's history and civilizational values. He was speaking at a special lecture titled 100 Years Journey of RSS and the Roadmap Ahead held at the Court Hall of Manipur University. The event was jointly organized by the College Development Council of Manipur University along with Seva Bharati Purbanchal, Seva Bharati Manipur, Manipur Seva Samiti and the Intellectual Forum of Northeast Manipur. Highlighting the RSS journey since its founding in 1925, Bharat Bhushan outlined 5 major goals set by the organization as it approaches its centenary year, including social harmony, family awakening, environmental awareness, selfhood rooted in Indian values, and civic duty. He stressed the importance of eliminating social inequalities and criticized modern society's overconsumption and disregard for nature. Calling for a revival of traditional Indian family values, he said the technology, especially mobile phones, has led to communication breakdowns within families. He concluded by reaffirming that the RSS leads through action, not words, focusing on discipline, selfless service, and national duty. Also speaking at the event, Vice-Chancellor Manipur University called on India's youth and academic community to rediscover and utilize the country's indigenous strengths for self-reliance and nation-building. Private Schools Development Council (PSDC) Thawal District marked its 16th Foundation Day with a function held with the theme Education for Empowerment and Innovations at Fancier Higher Secondary School, Okram, Wangmataba today. The function, participated by representatives of 75 private schools of the district, was graced by Deputy Commissioner Thawal Hana Kamai, President PSDC Thawal Salam Jotin, Journal Education Officer Thawal Yenkom Achoba as the dignitaries. The function was marked by presentation of Best Teacher, Best Student Awards and felicitation of school founders under PSDC. Addressing the function, JDO Thawal Yenkom Achoba highlighted changes in education system and urged teachers to adhere to the NAP 2020 guidelines while teaching students. He also commended the efforts made by PSDC Thawal for the welfare of the students under the district. Distribution of Community Investment Fund for Kobru Kaunu Village, Level Federation of Nambol City Block, Kainau Gram Panchayat under Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission was held at Kobru Community Hall, Kainau Thongthak today. Organized by Kobru Kaunu VLF under District Mission Manager Bishnupur A. Amarjit, the function saw the presence of Block in Charge Nambol KSH Abhijit, President Kobru Kaunu VLF G. Tampasna as its eminent guest. During the function, Community Investment Fund amounting to around 15 lakh rupees was distributed through checks to self-help groups. MBK of Kobru Kaunu VLF, Puspa, spoke to media to highlight the objective of organizing the event. Secretary of Maibam Konjil Social Progressive Organization, Kongkham Romoni, has sought the attention of the relevant department to secure the vulnerable river banks along Maibam Konjil in order to mitigate flood threats. She made the statement during the handing over of loom to Kedrimayum Nando, whose family was immensely affected by the recent flood which hit Maibam Konjil. Former General Secretary of BBA, Thokchom Irabanta, donated the loom to Kedrimayum Nando during a program held at Community Hall of Maibam Mayay Laikai. Members of Maibam Konjil Social Progressive Organization and Maibam Mayay Laikai Samaj Sembi Nupi Loop too attended the program. Kedrimayum Nando informed, except for monetary aid from the local MLA and the intending candidate, the government has not reached out to the flood-affected victims so far.
Sarkargi maikaidagidi thedokpa kanabadi leijadri adubu aikoigi local MLA na ahambagi oina magna magi local area development degi victim oirba koida lupa lising tara tara pibiduna magna pibiramba pesa aduna jingabal ama makhai ani leiraga ai pakhan macha asida kutharaga leijabani masidagi makha tarakpasu magna mateng pangkhine haibiram adu hena pangpasu oisanu haiduna aina local gi MLA busu puning chingsinjari.
Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur observed Manipuri Poetry Day at the auditorium of State Central Library, Kaisampot. President of Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Imphal, Longjam Joy Chandra, President of Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur, Thaudam Netrajit, former convener of Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Nomai Them Kiran Kumar, and Principal of NG College Imphal, Professor Samurai Lakpam Santibala graced the occasion as the main guest. 23rd edition of the booklet Mapao was also released, and a website for Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur was launched during the function. Mahakabi Anganghal Poetry Award was presented to writers Yumlembam Ibomcha and Lanbon Kabui. President of Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur, Thaudam Netrajit, spoke about the significance of the observance. In continuation of the Wildlife Week Celebration 2025, the Bishnupur Forest Division has launched a targeted awareness campaign involving the installation of posters and signboards across key vulnerable areas within its jurisdiction. The initiative was bolstered by the active participation of students, local residents and wildlife enthusiasts from the region. The initiative was designed to instill public love for wildlife and reinforce anti-poaching measures, specifically aimed at curbing the illegal hunting and trapping of deer, migratory birds, and other wildlife. It also underscores the urgent need to protect vulnerable species from threats such as illegal hunting and trapping. The Divisional Forest Officer of Bishnupur Forest Division has appealed to the public to actively support the campaign and to remain vigilant. The campaign underscores the Forest Department's unwavering commitment to conserving biodiversity and fostering harmonious coexistence between humans and wildlife. 71st Wildlife Week 2025 observed by DFO Chandal concluded at St. Paul Higher Secondary School. DFO Chandal, Dr. N. Munal Maitai, and Vice Principal of St. Paul Higher Secondary School, Albert Combe, graced the closing ceremony as the main guest. Speaking on the occasion, the DFO of Chandal noted that the observance of 71st Wildlife Week has successfully concluded. However, the people must continue protecting the lives of the wildlife. He highlighted the global extinction of wildlife species resulting from humans hunting and killing animals and birds. He urged the students to contribute in balancing the ecosystem of the forest areas of Chandal with conservation of wild animals and birds. On the other hand, students, villagers and personnel of Assam Rifles planted saplings at Kengjoy village under Kenggoy subdivision.
Fundamental duty of every citizen of the country to protect environment and wildlife. You know, when I say wildlife, you may always think only the wild animals, birds. It's not. Wild animals include even the plants also. When mankind is trying to save these living animals and the birds, we ignore these three species.
PRIPAC has issued a press release to mark its 48th Foundation Day. Chairman, Interim Council, People's Revolutionary Party of Kangleipak, Ahaiba Angom, offered revolutionary salute to the martyrs who sacrificed their lives in the national liberation movement to restore Kangleipak's erstwhile independence. The group also extended greetings to all indigenous people who have shared peaceful coexistence for ages, yet are forced to endure colonial brutality, leaders and comrades of revolutionary organizations and all friendly revolutionary organizations of the WC region and the oppressed people throughout the world. The press release also pointed out the former chief minister's statement upon returning from Delhi that Home Minister Amit Shah would oversee the hills while the CM was tasked with managing the valley, and the group claimed that it echoes the British-era power structure that divided the region, where the king administered the valley and the political agent controlled the hills. It's the same divide and rule policy, aided the press release. Intensified Information, Education and Communication (IEC) campaign on HIV and STIs was held today at Longmai Part 4 Peaceland in Noni District Headquarters. The event was organized by the District Integrated Strategy for HIV/AIDS, Disha Cluster, Tamenglong, and Noni in collaboration with Link Worker Scheme, Tamenglong. The campaign focused on raising awareness, reducing stigma, and promoting safe practices among the local population. District Supervisor of the District AIDS Prevention and Control Unit, DAPCU Tamenglong Noni, MS Stephen Chiru, attended the event as a resource person, delivering key messages on prevention, testing, and treatment of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections. The program witnessed active participation from village authority leaders as well as youth and women leaders, reflecting the growing community engagement in public health efforts. St. John's Catholic Church was inaugurated today at Yangkilching, Kutha village under Chakpikarong subdivision in Chandel district. The new church, which comes under St. Joseph's Parish, Suknu, was blessed and dedicated by Archbishop Emeritus of Imphal, Most Reverend Dominic Lumon, DD. The celebration drew a large crowd including 11 priests, 4 nuns, church and village leaders. The newly dedicated church will serve as a shared house of worship for the Catholic families of Yangkilching, Kutha and Anal Kuno. The event began with a Holy Eucharistic Mass led by Archbishop Emeritus Dominic Lumon. The St. John's Church choir enriched the liturgy with heartfelt hymns and prayers. Following the Mass, a vibrant cultural and felicitation program was held by local groups. The Assam Rifles distributed 25 water storage tanks to the villages of Duigailong, Namtiram, Thuilon, New Pabram, Sempang, and Katyang under Tamenglong district today under Operation Sadvavna. The effort is aimed at alleviating the hardship of locals, as provisioning of these tanks will significantly enhance daily convenience and improve living conditions. In addition to it, sports items were distributed to Namkalong and Tharon villages with the objective of promoting physical fitness and nurturing young talent. The initiative seeks to encourage the youth towards positive engagement, discipline, and community building through active participation in sports. The event was attended by CSOs, village authority members, and community representatives who expressed their gratitude to Assam Rifles for its proactive role in supporting people living in remote areas. Ultra runner Laishram Surendra Kumar from Manipur has clinched the title at the first ever edition of the BIG's Backyard Ultra held in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Known as the Last Man Standing race, the event began at 4 p.m. on October 4th and concluded 25 hours later at 5 p.m. on October 5th. Surendra Kumar ran for an incredible 25 hours, covering a distance of 167.5 kilometers, outlasting 39 other ultra runners from across India. His closest competitor, Manikandan from Tamil Nadu, dropped out after 24 hours, making Surendra Kumar the last one standing and the only official finisher of the event. Surendra Kumar hails from Top Awang Laikai in Imphal East and is the son of Laishram, Ibohanbi and Laimahal. With this victory, he secures a coveted spot in Team India for the World Team Backyard Ultra schedule for October 2026. In display of sportsmanship and community spirit, the 71 Battalion of the Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF), in collaboration with the Sports Authority of India (SAI), organized a volleyball tournament under the Khelo India initiative. The event was held at the Kwakta Municipal Football Ground under Phagakchawikai Police Station in Bishnupur district. A total of 10 local teams participated in the tournament, showcasing not just their athletic skills but also the spirit of unity, teamwork, and healthy competition. The tournament was inaugurated on Tuesday with second-in-command of the 71 Battalion (CRPF), Kekato Aye, attending as chief guest. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Kekato Aye highlighted the role of sports in building discipline, unity, and a positive mindset among the youth. He reiterated the CRPF's commitment to using such inclusive initiatives to strengthen ties between the security forces and local communities. Before we end, the headlines once again. BJP MLAs meet BJP Manipur in charge Sambit Patra at Delhi. NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma to arrive in Imphal tomorrow on two-day visit. No need for pleading at Delhi. Legislators can stake claim for government through governor, says MLA TH Lokeshwar. Pumanil Kangleipa commemorates 293rd Puyamay Thaba Numit. That's all we have in this primetime English bulletin. Next we have ISTV Manipuri News at 9 p.m. Till then, good night.